Hi, I'm Sarah Jane, therapeutic practitioner in the mental health and wellbeing team at University of Birmingham. Today we're opening up a conversation that many students tell us that they struggle talking about, even with the people closest to them. We're introducing Pivotal Recovery, a new online programme at University of Birmingham to help empower students make a change. I'm joined by the founder of Pivotal, Dr. Paula Hall, who explain what the programme is, how it works and how it may help you. Could you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. My name's Dr. Paula Hall, and I'm a psychotherapist and a sex therapist. I've been a therapist for about 30 years now, and I specialise in sex and porn addiction.
Would you tell us a bit about Pivotal Recovery, what it is and what inspired you to create it?
Yeah, absolutely. So noticing that a lot of people really can't afford traditional therapy for this problem, and a lot of people aren't ready. They're not sure whether porn really is an issue, how much of an issue it is, and for many people there's also a lot of stigma and shame behind it. So having sort of come from a background of traditional therapy, thinking actually we need some kind of digital health product. We need something that is affordable, that people can access anonymously and easily and confidentially online. So Pivotal Recovery, we're a not-for-profit organisation, and Pivotal is a self-help resource. So basically it is 40 podcasts, so 40 podcasts, and it's a psychoeducational based program. So you listen to the podcast, you begin to learn a bit more about pornography addiction, what the issues are, what the impact is, how you might know whether you have a problem, and then there's an accompanying digital workbook. So you can, by using the app, you can access the workbook and you can kind of personalise your journey as you work through the 40 session program.
What would you say about people that are staying silent about their porn use or struggling to talk about it? What would you say to those people?
I suppose the first thing I'd say is there's a lot more people like you. There's a lot of people who struggle with this. You are not alone. And I guess that's one of the real problems with shame and stigma, isn't it? Is that it tends to isolate. You feel like you're the only one that has this problem.
So how does somebody know that they've got a problem? What might they notice?
How do you know when it's a problem? Well, you think it's a problem and you've tried to stop and cut down and cut. That's when you really know that something is a problem, when in spite of all of these other issues it's causing in your life, you still can't reliably cut back or stop.
So what does recovery from porn addiction look like? What does it involve? What might people expect?
It boils down to two things. One is the behaviour change. How do I practically make those changes and those differences that I want to in terms of my usage? But the other is what's going on underneath. Really looking at what's going on underneath. And is that to do with low self-esteem? Is that to do with loneliness and isolation? Is it anxiety? Is it depression? Is there some trauma stuff in your background you've not addressed? What is going on underneath this, and how do I really explore that and address that? Because if you don't address the underlying issues, and this really is a symptom of another problem, it's not really a problem in its own right, it's a symptom, but it's a very problematic one. If you don't address those underlying issues, then you're going to end up slipping back up into the old patterns or developing something else that's a problem instead.
Why is it so important for students to reach out for support instead of trying to manage this by themselves?
I guess in my experience, a lot of people would have tried to manage this, and I suspect there's a lot of students who thought, right, when I start uni, I'm really going to cut back, I'm going to change my social life, I'm going to meet somebody, I'm going to do whatever. So my hunch would be that, people listening to this will already have tried on their own a lot. And I think one of the problems with that becomes you start blaming yourself. You start thinking, what is wrong with me? Self-esteem goes down even lower. You isolate even more. You feel even more shame. Why can't I just get a bloody grip on this and just sort it out? And that's why the psychoeducational bit of Pivotal is so important. And I'm a real research nerd, so I'm going to quote all sorts of statistics. You're going to really learn about kind of the latest science around this, so that you can't fix a problem until you understand it. You keep applying the wrong tools if you don't understand what the problem is. And that really is the principle of Pivotal, is the psychoeducation to really understand, okay, that's why I've not got over it on my own. Oh, that's what I've been doing wrong. And it's getting the shame and the self-blame, getting rid of that so that you really can make sure you are fighting this as a problem rather than beating yourself up.
So for anybody that feels scared or unsure about reaching out, what would you say to them?
I think make that first step. I think find out more about it. There is lots of information online now about pornography use. I mean, do your research. You're at uni. Do your research. Find out what's available, do check out the links and find out a bit more about pivotal recovery and see if that is something you might be interested in. But I think also obviously the university counselling services and welfare centre itself, which what is it that's kind of offered here?
Well, there's loads of different levels of support at the university that students can access. So they've got their wellbeing officers that people can go to and speak to as a first point of call. We also have a 24-hour helpline that students can access called You Be Heard. So there's an app that they can download and send a text, and a mental health practitioner can be with them pretty much whenever they need. We also have Pause, which is a drop-in on campus from Monday to Thursday at the Wellbeing Lodge. The students can go and speak to a mental health practitioner there. And we also have a mental health and wellbeing team that students can go on the student intranet, sign up with our service, fill out the form, and then they will get triaged into the mental health and wellbeing team to either speak to a therapeutic practitioner or a counsellor as well. If you feel like your porn use or your sexual behaviours are becoming out of control, please know that you're not alone. Many students say that they feel the same way. If you feel that pivotal recovery could be useful for you, the programme launches in January and you can register with the link in the description. If you're interested but unsure, take a look at the page, read more, and just know that support is here when you're ready.